Hi, John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com. We're going to talk about the Oakland Raiders history today. I want to talk about the Oakland Raiders and get back to their roots a little bit. You know, when Al Davis was building this team up, and they had a motto that was cheating is encouraged, and they were kind of like a renegade outlaw football team, and they had a rebellious spirit, and they had players like Gene Upshaw, Jack Tatum, Lyle Alzado, and Howie Long, who would take your head off and not have any remorse whatsoever about it. And you fast forward to now, and you look what they've done this offseason. John Gruden has brung aboard Antonio Brown, Vontez Burfict, Richie Incognito, and these are all players that have a ton of ego, but they're all very, very good football players. And it's almost getting back to the Raiders, early days when they just had an attitude about them, and they were going to take no prisoners. And I like that Gruden is kind of bringing that identity back. And make no mistake about it, even though Gruden is an in-your-face type of coach, and he's always been that way, he's more laid back than people give him credit for. He can connect with his players. All the reports we've been hearing come out of Oakland are, the Raiders are a family, and, Gruden's building a winning culture there. So if anybody can reel these guys in, there's no doubt it's Gruden. So on game day, they're going to be better than they were a year ago. And, when you're heading into training camp, that's the ultimate goal. Did you get better in the offseason? Are you better than you were a year ago? And the Raiders can say confidently that they are. These guys like Burfict and Incognito in particular are a little bit of a psychopaths. But, Richie Incognito is going to lay people out up front for Josh Jacobs, and he's going to protect Derek Carr and allow him more time to pass. Vontez Burfict is always headhunting on defense and kind of setting the tone. And I like Burfict because he strikes fear into the offense. You don't want to run up the middle. If you're a receiver, you don't want to run a slant over the middle because Burfict's there waiting, to make you pay. So I think all of it's going to come together, but the biggest thing is obviously winning and losing. If you get hot right away, then you can keep all these big personalities at bay. But if the Raiders fall behind, then it's going to be toxic. There's going to be finger pointing. It's going to destroy morale. But I think this year is going to be a setup year, similar to what the Browns went through last year. Like a 7-9, 8-8 type of year. You kind of lay the foundation in this setup year, and then the following year you go have a winning season and make the playoffs. We're seeing it right now with Cleveland. They went 7-9 last year. Now they're on the cusp of being playoff, maybe even Super Bowl contenders. After this year, John Gruden can go recruit more players and keep fine-tuning his roster, and then they're going to be in the same situation as the Browns are this year. So look out for it, and at least, like I said, Oakland is trending upward, and Al Davis is probably smiling down on us because of that. I'm John Kuzma. Check out EndZoneBlog.com.